Kim, what is our first main topic today?
All right, guys, this is coming from Ed Tooner. Hi, John, Kim, and Ray. I read earlier today that with the huge spike in Omicron cases, French movie theaters are taking the step of banning in-theater movie and drink. I guess that makes sense since you're handling things that who knows how many other people have handled. I hate the idea of not having popcorn, but I guess it'd be okay with it if it kept the movie theaters open. Do you think this will happen in the U.S., and do you think it can be effective?
All right, thanks a lot for saying that in. And look, it has been what's the name I'm looking for? What's the name of the big bad guy in Harry Potter?
Voldemort?
You're not supposed to say his name. It's the unspoken.
No.
Shh. But the Omicron thing has kind of been the unspoken thing that we don't really want to talk about.
No.
You know, we got Spider-Man No Way Home in theaters, busting box office records, seeing the movie theaters full again. Everybody's filled with happiness and joy and having so much fun. We don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about it. But the reality is, you know, I was reading the news earlier, and it's like 4 states in the U.S. are now recording all-time record highs in hospitalizations and stuff like that. And
oh man,
it's not an inevitable thing, but it's out there. We might be facing movie theaters being closed down again at some point, maybe. Hopefully not. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have my booster shot yet. I'm getting that this week. I've been scheduled for a week and a half to go get it, so I'm getting my booster shot this week. But at any rate. So France is trying something interesting. France is trying an idea. Instead of just mandating closing the theaters, they're going to try what they can do to try to make the theaters as safe as they can. And they're implementing a rule, no food and drink. Now, just like the person who wrote in the message, I get it. That's actually a very simple, common sense thing to do, because once that cup gets handed to you or that thing, I mean, who knows how many other hands have been on it and all that kind of stuff. And then you go to the soda dispensing machine and you're pressing, the screen, I want my Coke Zero. And how many other grimy, filthy fingertips have been, smudging on that thing. And so normally this is stuff we don't care about and I don't even think about. But if they're trying to do that, and I agree, this seems ridiculous, but if it keeps the theaters open, and I don't know if it will, or I don't know if this will be effective, I have no idea, but I applaud the idea of trying other steps before just like closing the theaters down. I applaud that. Now, this comes to us from the folks over at Cineblend that write the following. The Omicron variant is certainly a concern in the United States too. According to the New York Times, as of December 24th, the 7-day national average of new daily COVID cases jumped to 197,000, a 65% jump over the past 2 weeks. This has resulted in airlines being forced to cancel thousands of flights in response to the highly transmittable variant, so one wouldn't be faulted for wondering if movie theaters stateside could follow in France's footsteps by banning concessions, despite the fact that many see things like popcorn and soda as essential to the theatrical experience. And I will say, I am one of those.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I am one of those. To me, going into the theater, I never eat popcorn. I don't eat popcorn unless I'm at the movie theater. The moment I walk through those doors, my mouth, it's a Pavlovian response. My mouth starts to water. Even if I'm not thinking about it, my mouth starts to water because it's just an automated response in me now. Mm-hmm. I'm going to have popcorn, also known as a butter delivery device. I'm going to get that popcorn. I'm going to drench it in butter.
Popcorn in your butter.
Oh, what I do, you know what I even do? Here's what I do. Besides my straw trick, sometimes the type of dispensers that have don't, or they don't have big enough straws in a lot of theaters to use my straw trick. Do you know my straw trick?
I think I saw you use it when we went
yes,
to
that's
Spider-Man.
right.
And I was like, why?
So my straw
and
trick.
What is happening?
Which a lot of people started to copy, which is good. I'm glad to spread the good news of this. But basically, you get your popcorn, right? Then you get your straw. You put your straw near, not at the bottom, but near the bottom of your popcorn. And then you put the other end of the straw against the butter dispenser. And then you dump butter into the top of the straw. And then as butter is being distributed to the bottom, you start to lower the container. So now butter is being distributed evenly, a good buttery balance.
Such a
life
science.
Sounds like an infomercial.
Life is about buttery balance, Ray. It's all about buttery balance.
You need your butter straw.
I need my
That's
butter
the
straw.
butter straw, the official John Campea.
That's right.
Butter
You can
straw.
buy. That's the new merch in the store. The official John Campea. Because sometimes movie
His
theaters.
contribution to America.
That's right,
And
our
American nastiness.
Now,
yeah.
here's the problem. A lot of times the straw isn't big enough in some movie theaters. So what I will even do is I'll get my large popcorn. I will dump out a quarter of it just so I can drench the top with butter,
Disgusting.
then give the popcorn a good shake to rotate the butter, then drench the top again. It's all about the butter, okay?
Such a science.
The point is,
The butter science guy.
point I am trying to make is that the idea of going to the movies and not having popcorn is unfathomable to me.
It's a ritual.
It's a part of the ritual. It's a part of that experience. That I get my Diet Coke or my Coke Zero, and I'm good to go. But would I rather them do that or close the movie theater? I mean, I would rather them try that. And again, there's no guarantee that's going to change anything. The one thing I would hope, and I don't know if anybody's going to agree with me on this, I understand movie theaters having a rule, and I always respect the rule of no bringing in outside food. And my wife tries to do it all the time. She probably got it from you, Ray, but your sister will always try to sneak in food in the theater.
Oh.
And I'm like, no, baby, no, we don't do that.
The Ziploc lined purse.
See, I go, yeah, yes.
Because
That's
here's the
exactly
thing.
it.
There's my daily purse that's like, oh, this is so cute. And there's my movie theater purse, which you line with a saran wrap or a large Ziploc bag.
That's right. So the first thing that happens when she does that, when I see that she's trying to sneak in food,
Yes,
I go,
Ann,
no, honey, we do not do that. And then the next thing that happens is Anne looking at me and saying, are you sure you want to be raising your finger to me? And then I rethink my life choices and I lower my finger. I go,
Rewind
baby, I go, baby, we don't sneak in food into the movie theaters. And she gets always disgruntled when she does it. So I don't, but I would hope if they implemented this here. And by the way, I haven't heard any talk of AMC, Regal, Landmark, anybody talking about this. But if they did, I would hope they would say to their audiences, hey, we are easing the rules about no outside food. Now, you want to bring in your own food, bring in your own food. So, I mean, I don't know.
I'm bringing a grill inside. We're going to make this. We're going to see how easy.
Ray's going to be like tailgating in the foyer of the movie theater.
Tri-tip?
It's burnt tri-tip. He's going to have his whole barbecue going on. I don't know. Question is for you guys.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think about this? I mean, look, no one is jumping up and down saying this is the solution. But what do you think about France trying to do something other than shutting down the theaters by saying, hey, you know what, we're going to restrict that? Is it a good move? Is it something at least you're glad they're trying? Do you think that's something that could come here? Who knows? Question is, guys, whatever you guys think, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.